Hi everyone, my name is Coach Nat, and if you ever feel guilty when you're not being productive, then this video is for you. That tightness in your chest when your phone buzzes, your mind racing at 3 a.m, your body is trying to tell you something. Here's kind of what's happening in the brain. Your amygdala, which is kind of like your emotional processing unit as part of the brain, when it is triggered by a boundary being crossed, you end up going into flight or fight mode. Think of it like a smoke alarm. It can't tell the difference between a piece of burnt toast and a burning house. Say if your boss asks you to work late and that goes against your values and your work-life balance, the amygdala can kick in and it triggers that same flight or fight response. What if you could say, I'm not available, without having to justify why? Lie in bed on a Sunday morning and not feel guilty about being unproductive. Actually switch off from work without getting that compulsion to have to check every email as they come in. Whether it's values misalignment, nervous system overwhelm, or you simply don't have the tools. Your nervous system needs to feel safe with boundaries, and that requires a different approach. This is why I created Boundaries and Balance Collective, because I've seen remarkable women like you do incredible things like close $1 million deals, but they struggle to have boundaries and say, oh, I'm not available tonight. Here's how we do that over 7 weeks. Week 1, you have a one-on-one with me where we sort out your boundary blueprint. And then we have 6 weeks of weekly group sessions with 5 other wonderful wahine where we go over amazing things like nervous system regulation, values clarification, body wisdom, fear and perfectionism, communication mastery. It all ends with a big celebration on the 7th week, and then 30 days later, you and me catch up and we go over your maintenance plan, make sure everything's working for you. My clients' results speak for themselves, but I'll tell you a couple of their boundary ones that we've had recently. One of my clients, a big one for her was her boundaries and always taking on other co-workers' work. So this one particular co-worker kept palming stuff onto her. She was able to go face to face and say no. And you know what? The world didn't explode. And the co-worker was actually really receptive about it. Another client of mine really struggled with their perfectionism across like all areas of their life. They started to really work on being a lot kinder to themselves, making smaller, realistic, values-aligned choices and goals. And suddenly, the self-deprecating and negative spiral that they were going to would start to diminish and eventually vanish completely. Are you ready to stop apologizing for having needs and own it instead? Take my 5-minute boundary quiz, which is in the link in my bio. If Boundaries and Balance Collective sounds like something that you would like to be a part of, then let's have a chat about it. 6 women only, we start in August, we would love to have you there.